Hello again. I thought I'd show a little journal I made, and I started this. I go, if this was as hard to make as a big journal, it was just little, but I could never finish it after I started it. I laughed about trying to work on it, and it was kind of just going to be a little vintage journal. And then when I got it, well, actually, what I started with, I had been cutting up some old paper sacks, and this was the bottom part of that sack. And so I just looked at it and I went, you know what? That'd make a cute little journal. It's got good strength to it. And oh, you know how we are. We start looking at things that I've got stuff saved that, what the heck, I say. I think about that lady that always used to tickle me. I think her name was Linda. And she all of a sudden realized what she had in her craft room after she got on YouTube. And I go, we see so much stuff and then we want to make it. And I just get so tickled. And okay, well, I shouldn't keep talking, but I get a big giggle out of that kind of stuff because, I should have took a picture of my room before and then now show it. Kind of like your house. It gets full of everything, and mine is full, I have to say that. But I enjoy buying. My kids call me the supply buyer. It's just as much fun to buy as it is to craft to me, and that's just the way I am. Well, anyway, this little journal, I just put a little elastic tie on it, and this is sari ribbon. I made the little tie up so that it fit it perfect. It was just a little piece of elastic that I pulled out of something. There, I kept something. See, I tell you, I keep things. I thought, that little elastic would come in handy, and sure enough, it did. And then I think I cut this out of scrapbook paper, and it says Journey, Inspired, and Memories. And this cover here, I'm going to pull this off. I think I might have something on the inside, so when I get inside, it says Passport. And so that's kind of the way this journal went. And I made a little spine on it. Actually, this was just, I found these at Tuesday morning, found a bunch of them, and they were so cute. And I bought Margie some too. And anyway, I kind of made it into I guess you'd say, a vintage traveling journey. Journey, I guess we call it journey because that's what life is a journey, isn't it? This is a tag, and I fixed this tag so it's attached, and that's just one of those pretty clips, like a paper clip, but it's just real pretty, and you can add things to that. But since this was kind of vintage, I just left it as is. And that's some sari ribbon up there. And because this was made into a traveling journey, I'll get that out. Journal. There's an old ship. I'm not sure. I think I got these cards at Tuesday mornings one time. I can't remember who they were by. And but I just thought they were so pretty. And they were neat. This one was like a postcard. And they were small enough to go in this journal. I got that this time. And this old trunk. Traveling goods. You know you can't hardly read when you're looking through the camera. Anyway, I just thought all that turned out so cute and so neat. And this just keeps going on with the old train. I grew up on the railroad, and we had the old steam engine. Of course, this is an older train than what I grew up with. And I got to travel a lot on the train, so that was neat when I was a young girl. And we had the tickets and such. And look out, world, here I come. If they had bridges, I'd go further than what I go, but I'm not into traveling much anymore. My oldest son says, Mother's about through traveling. But anyway, I guess you might say I cut it out when got little animals. They cause you a lot of problems to keep from traveling. And this is one of those Tim Holtz pictures. I thought that fit perfect. She looks like she's ready to travel, and this is just a tag. And so this right here, I think I got this out of another journal, and it says, I just thought it was cute because it just said, believe in your dreams. And it's made like this. You know, it's where it's on a, I'm going to do that. But anyway, I don't remember somebody, I think where I got that. I buy some journals, and then that one might have come out of something that somebody, I won one time, and it might have been in hers. Not sure. But anyway, I just thought that fit in here. And these are Tim Holtz. You know, he has these little cards, and this is like a little letter. And I thought that was pretty. And on the back, it's a hotel. I remember when they used to have these kind of baggage people that, you know, would take your clothes up. Now you get those big old carriers that, you know, you hang everything on. And the kids like to ride on them when you're going up to the big old motels and hotels. This is Tim Holtz. I love these paper dolls. I think I was out of frame there. And back behind here, just got some paper that you could journal on. And that says, may your dreams come true. And I thought that fit. And then this is just some paper to, I think it's one of those fold outs. I added a little bit of stuff here. Some little tiny things, because this is a tiny book. Anyway, and that's another piece, just another card stock back there. And then over here, I added a sniplet, not a sniplet, but a applique, which I just kind of colored in with my markers. And this paper here, I know y'all all know who this paper's by, but I love this paper. I like anything vintage, you know that on me. And I added some of this, and I think this was Dollar Tree lace. And here is another Tim Holtz things. And it's got a pocket in the back and a pocket in the front. And I think that was it. That was behind this one. And this one has another one of those tags that's like Tim Holtz. I just think those are so cute. And then here's kind of like a bookmark. It's long, and I got that out of scrapbook. And then right here, I had little pages to write on, and got a little pointing. Not that I ever write in anything like this, but it's just fun. And I just thought this turned out. And I got this off of the internet one time, a long time ago. You know how people put things on the internet free for you to use, and it was set up for that purpose. Made this flower a long time ago, and I dyed this and stained it up with Tim Holtz stain, stamped on it, and it's just a paper doily. And I've got it. I think this one's not it can be tucked if you took. And this says love on this paper clip, and I just added to the back of it. I put a button and that, and see I had stamped on it. And there's another one of those little Tim Holtz tags. I think they're so cute. And then this is just, I've got notes, and in it is little paper that could be rolled on, and it can come off. And this right here is stuck to hold this down, and that's another tag and little, well, yeah, tag. It's kind of like that one that's on the front, and this has got a little tag in it. And this is removable completely. Goodness, I have trouble showing it. That can come completely off, but it makes it a tuck in the back and a tuck there. So just use these black paper clips. I thought they worked perfectly in here. And then let's see. It's not a very big journal. It's just little. And this I stamped on with on book page. I love that stamp. I think Margie's got it now, but she loves it too. She stamped me some, I think, before she took it off. And this is just a applique butterfly that has little tails on it. And I really was going to put a little something right there. I need to do that. I have a little something I can put there. Haven't done that yet. And then this just more of those things to kind of scrapbook on if you wanted. I mean, not scrapbook, but write on if you wanted to. And this has just got a little writing paper in it. It was all kind of in the vintage form, so, and I stained it with that. I love that color. So I just thought it turned out so cute, and it was so neat. All right, well, I just wanted to show that. Been meaning to show that for a long time. I've had it finished for a good while. I just worked on it forever. It seemed like I'd put it up. It seemed like I just couldn't get with any crafting. I kept saying, what happened? I think Mojo took a long vacation. seemed like I'd do just a little bit and stop and make a big mess. You know how you get a mess. And then all of a sudden, this year, I decided I'd redo my craft room again, which we do that, and that takes up so much time. And then I lose everything, can't ever find nothing. Then I make a mess trying to find it. My daughter was over here the other day, and so she started writing and putting things that showing me that's where that's at. So, everyone, I wanted to show this canvas that I made, and I took an old canvas that I bought at the Goodwill. It was kind of different, kind of modern day canvas. I turned it into a vintage one, but I just gessoed it to change it, and I thought, well, that turned out really good. And I buy these canvases all the time. When I find them at the Goodwill, especially these kind that are so deep. See how deep that one is? It's really deep. You can use them either way, a shadow box, or you can use them like a canvas. This one I decided to use as a canvas, and I decided to use it, do it in a vintage sewing theme, and I use scrapbook paper. Some I've had a long time, and trying to use up things that I haven't used in a long time. And I just thought, this is so pretty. And then that's a wooden memory, and I outlined the scrapbook paper. I just ripped it, and I outlined it with the Tim Holtz stain. And then this is some old vintage buttons, 10 cents. See the 10 cents? Can you see that? Is it focusing? I hope this is focusing. Anyway, and there's another piece of that scrapbook paper, and there's some old buttons, and this is some of that. I love this. I'm going to be mad when I run out of this, because I love that blouse, or it was not a blouse, it was kind of like a little jacket that I tore up. And this is some old, I tore up an old doily that was already ripped up. And see, there's some more of that up there at the top. See it? And there's a piece of old quilt and some flowers, and this is a 10-cent package of old beads. There's an old button. This is an old wood, tiny wood spool, like you'd have little samples to go in your purse or something, like a sewing little kit. And there's an old button. I love this little piece of quilt because it just kind of went with the theme. And she's sewing, and I don't know where I got that picture. Bought some pictures one time, but I don't know, I might have got that one off of Pinterest. But this is just a frame, and I glued it down with E6000, so it's there to stay. I was going to put I think it was a embroidery hook around it, but when I got ready to make it, I had put that embroidery hook somewhere I couldn't find it, so I had this oval wood frame, and I thought, well, that'll work too. And then I made the bow, or the flower, and it's made out of pattern paper. I'll get that out in a minute. And I think that might be from an old one of those. I think that's one of those rosettes. This might have been some of the rosette trim, because it matched. That's just a little rolled up piece of doily. Just pretty. Alright, I wanted to show that. If I don't hit the camera now this time, y'all stay extra safe in Jesus, and I'm going to try to be careful. Alright, let me scoot that over just a little bit. Alright.